Hey friends, welcome to day 19 of this 28-day Follow Your Cycle yoga series. If you would like to receive all of the other videos in this series so that you can follow along in sync with your cycle, there will be a link in the description box where you can sign up for free. Today's practice is going to be a guided meditation where I want to encourage you to accept what is, and not in that resigned, oh, there's nothing I can do, nothing I can change, there's no power that I have, not in a powerless way, but instead with awareness that everything in our life is changing always. That is the only constant. And so that we can sit in an awareness of anything we're currently struggling with, we can breathe through and we can witness, and it will inevitably pass on by. In the same way that anything we're currently longing for, we're trying to create in our life, that we feel like we're desperately trying to cling to hope to and wait for, we can breathe and allow and trust that in divine timing, it's coming. And this is by no means a simple practice. It is hard to take ourselves out of the picture and to not feel like we have to push to get what we want, and not feel like we have to cling to those things that are meaningful to us, or to rally against those things we struggle with. Sometimes our problems are best solved by the release, by the letting go and going with the flow, and still finding a way to direct our awareness and energy within that space, but not to clinging and gripping and holding and trying to push and force our way through. So that, dear friends, is what we're trying to cultivate in today's practice. I hope you enjoy this meditation. You are welcome to practice it lying down if you hate sitting up for meditation. Find any comfortable position for you, and when you're ready, we'll close down the eyes. I want you to start first by noticing the physical body. So maybe you need to do a little bit of movement, readjust, find a way that you can be comfortable. And then I want you to lean into finding an acceptance of what is in the physical realm. So an acceptance of whatever your clothes feel like on your body today. An acceptance of this position that you've chosen, and whether it's comfortable or not, just letting go of the inner thoughts and angsts around that, and just, it is what it is. Start to shift your awareness to the breath. As we cultivate an acceptance of the breath here, by allowing the breath to just be. You don't have to change the breath or force the breath. The breath will do its thing regardless of whether you get involved or not. I just want you to follow the breath. Follow the path of inhalation. Follow the path of exhalation. Noticing any sensations in the body as you breathe in. Noticing and accepting any sensations as you breathe out. And then I would like to invite you to notice and accept any thoughts that float by your awareness today. Again, not needing to control them or try and quiet them. We're just going to accept what they are today. Perhaps following the thoughts with your awareness. Remaining conscious of the thoughts so that instead of becoming the thinking, watch the thinking. I'd like for you to guide your thoughts now to something that your inner critic has been particularly loud about recently. So perhaps it's something to do with the physical body that your inner critic has been criticizing or commenting on. Maybe it's something in your work life or your personal life. Maybe your inner critic has been pulling apart your partner or your relationship. I just want you to guide your loving, accepting awareness to this part of the inner critic, to these words, these thoughts. And then I just want you to take a big breath around this space, around these thoughts and feelings. And just allow a sense of acceptance of what is to come into this space. The critic often wants us to burn down or change or do something, to criticize someone around us. And instead of taking action on any of these inner thoughts, I just want you to breathe and notice. Almost like saying to a friend who's stuck in a negative cycle, I hear you, I see you, and I feel you. But I just want you to sit with this. I don't want you to act too soon and do something you might regret. We're just going to sit and be with these feelings and these thoughts and accept them as a part of us. Maybe an ugly side of us that we don't particularly like looking at. But they're there and they're us, and we can accept and be okay with them. And then I'd like you to guide now your awareness to something you've been longing for or trying to work towards, something you're trying to create that isn't coming to fruition as fast as you would like. And again, notice the inner critic and what she says about this. Is she full of doubt, criticism? Does she say you're lazy, maybe not working hard enough? Just noticing. And just like you accepted and allowed for those previous thoughts from your inner critic, see if you can accept and allow that everything is coming in its own divine timing. That here in this human experience, we don't understand why things happen as they do, why they happen in the time that they do. And it's often only in hindsight that we go, I get it. And just breathe into that, trusting and accepting that where you are right now, even if sometimes there feels to be a bit of struggle around that it's okay. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Allow yourself to breathe and continue sitting in this space of awareness. Once again, just letting the thoughts pop up and move as they will, accepting them as they are, not needing to direct or control your awareness or thoughts in any way. And once more, being aware of the breath and acceptance and allowing of the body to be breathed without needing to get involved. And then let your awareness sink back into the physical body, allowing it to be exactly as it is in this moment. Allowing yourself to rest in this space, knowing everything is exactly as it is, in all of its beautiful, messy glory. Take a breath in and a long, slow breath out. I'd encourage you to stay here in this space for as long as you need today, and to come back to this awareness as often as you need over the next 7 or so days. Whenever that inner critic voice gets loud, maybe bring a hand to heart and bring a listening ear and listen to her kindly, but take a breath. Remind her that you hear her and you see her, but that you're not going to act on her right now. You're going to sit with awareness and notice and allow all of it to unfold with full acceptance. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.